Are you ready to dive into the chilling world of haunted tales? Well, then grab your favorite cup of coffee and get ready to scream, because we are about to uncover a spine-tingling story on Miss Erie's channel. In this episode, we will be delving into the darkest corners of the unknown, sharing tales that will send shivers down your spine. Each story will leave you questioning what lies beyond our reality. So dim the lights, gather around, and prepare yourself for a journey into the supernatural. But be warned, once you hear these haunting stories, you may never look at the world the same way again. It was a dark and stormy night, the wind howling outside as the rain beat against the windows. I sat huddled in my living room, trying to distract myself from the eerie feeling that something was watching me. But no matter how hard I tried to focus on the TV, I couldn't shake the feeling of dread that settled over me like a thick fog. I had heard rumors of a haunted house on the outskirts of town, a place where unspeakable horrors had taken place years ago. People whispered about strange noises coming from the abandoned building and the chilling tales of those who had dared to enter and never returned. Curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to investigate the old house for myself. As I made my way through the overgrown yard, the air grew colder and the feeling of unease intensified. The front door creaked open with a deafening sound, as if inviting me to enter its dark depths. I stepped inside. The musty smell of decay filled my nostrils. The floorboard groaned beneath my feet, as if protect my intrusion. I moved cautiously through the dimly lit corridors, my heart pounding in my chest. Suddenly, I heard a faint whispering coming from the shadows. I froze in terror, my breath catching in my throat. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if beckoning me to follow them deeper into the house. Against my better judgment, I followed the eerie voices, my heart racing with fear. I found myself in a room at the end of a long hallway, the walls adorned with strange symbols and grotesque paintings. And then I saw it. A figure standing in the corner, its eyes glowing with malice. It moved towards me with inhumane speed. It twisted, form contorting in unnatural ways. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips as it reached out with clawed hands, ready to claim me as its next victim. I woke up the next morning, drenched in sweat and shaking with fear. Had it all been a nightmare? Or had I truly encountered something malevolent in that haunted house? I may never know for sure, but one thing is certain. I will never forget the horrors that lurk in the shadows, waiting to prey on unsuspecting souls like mine. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tales of terror and suspense in the next episode of Miss Erie's Ways.